Recently I gifted my daughter this Naruto's weapons pouch, which I made, and it's meant to hold her Hira Shuriken. She's really been loving throwing these. I have a bunch of other ninja stars, but these are the right weight and the right size for her to throw. I wanted to buy 3 more of them, but Sharp Blades sells a different Hira Shuriken, which is much bigger than this, and it wouldn't really serve the purpose, which is I want 6 that are all the same. So I went on Etsy, I found a replacement, and this is what I got. They're about $50 for 3, but when we threw them, they weren't very successful. Not a lot of them stuck, a lot of just bounced out. I got 2 out of 3 at one point, which was better, but I really had to throw and put some force into it for it to stick.
It's like I had to aim for in between the blocks to get it to stick.
The problem is that this is really nice and pointy. You get a lot of force from this small amount of surface area, whereas this has more surface area, meaning all the force is spread out. You need a lot more force to get it to stick. So what I did after an hour with my hacksaw, I turned this into this. I'm not sure if it's gonna work as well. I think it will. That's what we're gonna try out right now.
I threw 50 rounds. My first throw is the unmodified Etsy star, followed by the altered Etsy star, and then the Hira Shuriken. I took out the clips where I had no sticks, but you can clearly see that the Hira Shuriken is winning. Ninja stars are small in size with several sticking points, so as long as you throw with enough force and spin, most of your throws should stick. That's why when I threw these stars from Etsy and had very little success, I was surprised. In addition, the bumps on the front of the stars started to hurt my fingers, so it wasn't a pleasant experience to throw them. I thought, how could I have been so wrong with my purchase? I revisited the listing for the Etsy stars, and no wonder I bought them. The ones in the listing are smooth and narrow, whereas mine are bumpy and wide. Look at those gnarly bumps in the middle of each point. It's like he made himself the perfect set and phoned it in for my set.
50. That was at like 20 minutes of throwing. What I learned after about 10 throws, this didn't really help very much, and that the Hira Shuriken are like perfect. What I think is the problem is that just needs to be narrower. It needs to be like Hira Shuriken narrowness. Even when I pulled them out of the target, these weren't sticking very well at all. The Hira Shuriken were hard to pull out. Wow. So I guess I'm back to the drawing board.
I looked up other types of shuriken and found the folding shuriken below, which looks really easy to make. Adam Cheladine has a similar folding shuriken in one of his videos, and I looked up the one he bought from Doc's Knives. After conversion, it looks like it would be $112 US, but the design looks simple, so I decided to try my hand at it. From Lowe's, I bought a 3/16 by 3/4 inch piece of flat hot rolled steel and made this folding shuriken. The problem with this one is that I was so focused on making it the same size as my other Hira Shuriken that it ended up being so small it was just uncomfortable to throw, in addition to being a little too heavy. I went back to the store and bought a thinner piece of steel. This steel is 1/8 inch thick and 1/2 inch wide, which is much easier to work with compared to the thicker piece of steel. I made prototypes out of cardboard to see which size felt the most ergonomic, and this is what I came up with.
I'm now confident with my new design, which is this. I think it'll be on par with the Hira Shuriken. Here's the Hira Shuriken, and here is my folding shuriken. Oh, it stuck on the first try! Yay! Oh my god! And it's the bullseye! Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes! I made that! I've been playing around a little bit, and the good news is that it's been sticking most of the time, much better than the Etsy ones. Bad news is that, look, I got a bend. That tip, I was able to bend it back. I used the plate down here on the vise, and then I just banged it out with the hammer. I'm not a knife maker, so I don't know how to do all the extra stuff that you would need to do to make sure this doesn't bend. So you might have to do a little maintenance if you make these. Next thing is gonna make one more, and I'll just videotape the last one to show you how I made it. Yay!
Here's a close-up of the filing in addition to a diagram to show the angle of the file and the number of strokes I used.
Nice.